show. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, get them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I got step up in the place and you watch them correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come to like the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up.
Saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and with you the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass ball's incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. What a throw. Pass Walker. Touchdown Ravens. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Right adds the extra point. And the Ravens will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Murray now going to throw to open. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most are incoming after the catch. It's second down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Saints first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On first and 10, Jackson moving to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Right adds the extra point. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Murray now. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
They send a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, Murray. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This one completes to Palmer. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
3rd and 10. Send a man in motion right. On 3rd down, Murray. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Murray to throw for it on 4th down. He looks middle, and he's got his man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. As the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. And they will take their final timeout of this half. And of note, since they're out of timeouts, they cannot challenge for the remainder of this half. Here now, 3rd and 5. Murray will throw. He's got it about the 8. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike? I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
One more time with Miller. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
And now with that stop on second and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. Third and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins, as they will see what they can do with this third and goal. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Third and goal. Murray. And he'll take it on in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. He'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Real quick, right? Yo. What? 180. What? 180. Headshot.
Now it's Jackson. Out to his right. He's going to run it. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the first down and lastly gives himself up in the end.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
18 Cardinal.
Ready? Now this looks like a design run. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
On first down, Murray. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Throwing now, Murray on first down.
Murray's pass. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second and 3. Throwing Murray. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Here's a handoff to Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
9. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. Now, Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now, a third and 2. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Third and 2. Here we go. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. Now he'll work his way out right. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Let's go. No, we changed it.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And this show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He looked middle here, and there's Olave. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's good for a Saints. First down.
Play action now. It's Murray. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Give him 11 on the scramble. They give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Murray now to throw on first down. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
Second down.
Go. Hey, shit.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now a second down throw for Murray. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
13. 3rd and long.
Omaha. Go!
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They send the tight end in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That was good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, Just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Loss of a couple on the play.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Murray. That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down. From the gun, it's Murray. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way. So one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They're going on 4th down. Murray. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Saints' 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
Hey, Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Murray's going to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Murray now on 2nd down. This one complete to Palmer. And he's in. Craig Palmer. Touchdown Saints. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14. Maybe a little early for this here in the 3rd quarter. They want to get it back now. So here comes an onside kick. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready! Ready! Middle!
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 22 now, here's second down and 9.
Second and 9. At the 22-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Take them down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9.
Yeah. Middle.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Hands up! Ozzy, check out. Go right here.
From the gun, Jackson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Raven first down.
DC, ready? Ready, shot! Ready, shot!
A design run here with Jackson. And, oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jackson. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And the Ravens have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 9.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet, stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes they do, have the 1st down.
The Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again is Murray. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he is going to have a Saints first down on what will be a big play there from 4th and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. To throw is Murray. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Back to throw is Murray. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. For the loss of a yard. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Jackson moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now he'll run it, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Saints.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Big guys.
Tight end on the move left. Second down, Murray. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Come back.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Murray. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he will not get in. They will pull up empty on this try for two. Unable to tie this football game. So the lead is down to just two now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hey, middle. 180. What? 180.
On 1st and 10, Jackson forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a two-possession game here late.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Saints 26. Matthew Wright set
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. His throw left side is complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitching catch on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. On the run to the right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Out of the gun, it's Murray. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over.